Hello guys and welcome to this video. This is the Rustin and this is the part 2 of splitting cards and gluing them back together. In this video you're going to learn how to glue the cards back together and how long it takes and where to place them once they are glued together. If you have not seen the part 1, then make sure to check it out by clicking the link in the description if you want to learn how to make your own gimmicks and split the cards. So once we have splitted the cards, if you followed along, then we actually have something that looks like this. The back is 2 layer and the other back is 1 layer, so that fits perfectly for a double backer. And then we have 2 faces, one is 2 layer, one is 1 layer, and that fits also perfectly to make a double facer, just like this. Also make sure that whenever you make your gimmicks and whenever you split cards, then make sure that in the end they are 3 layers, so it feels more like bicycle quality in the end. Because if you put 4 layers together, they're going to be way too stiff, and if you put 2 layers together, they're going to be way too thin. So 3 layers is perfect. Now once you have this, what you can use is you can use rubber cement. Rubber cement works perfectly for splitting cards. My rubber cement, I left it when I was in my school doing some stuff, so I'm going to be using this. This is called, I think it's called sticky glue or something. You can buy this in many places, but not in America, I think. So this is the one that I'm using. If you don't know which one to use, then try to use your own local glue stick, if it makes any sense. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to bend it back together, so it's going to be easier to glue the card. As you can see, my table is shaking very much. I don't know if you can see it. My table is shaking very much. It's because I broke the leg of the table by an accident. I was trying to move the table and then the carpet broke the leg of the table, so it's shaking very much. Anyways, once you have this, a good idea is to take some paper on top, on the bottom of the card, so you don't go on the table. And let's find some paper. Do I have some? The only thing that I have at the moment, it is actually this package. So let's place the gimmicks on top of this. And this is not the camera that I'm using. This was my first camera actually. This is a JVC HD Averio. I don't know how to pronunciate that, but what we're going to do is that we are going to be gluing these 2 cards back together. So first let's start off with gluing the 2 layer, because it is the best way to start off. It is a very good idea to start off by gluing the 2 layer card. It is because when you glue the first layer of the card, the 1 layer card, then it bends itself because of the glue. So this is not going to do that, and it can stay longer just on the table if so. So you just put glue on it. You can see and feel how much glue you need to put on. Just put glue until the whole card has a little bit glue on it. And if you're using rubber cement, then I'm going to tell you what you need to do in a moment. Now if you have like big blocks of glue on the card, then make sure you take it away, so it is going to be very easy to put them back together, and there are not going to be any like type of pimples on the card. I don't know what it's called, but still, you put glue on it just like this. If you're using rubber cement, then just put it on the card, and you need to wait until the card is dry. So if you have rubber cement, you can usually see it by the light, and just wait until the card is dry if you're using rubber cement. So that was the 2 layers, and as you can see, it has bended a little bit, but that's okay because we're going to bend it back later on. Then we have the first layer. And I like to do the first layer as quick as I can. It's because it's going to bend very quickly once you are done. And once again, if you're using rubber cement, then you need to also wait until the card is dry with the rubber cement. Let's try to put them back together. You are going to line both of the cards very good. So you're going to line every single corner up until you find it to be perfect. Just like this. Just like that. That is the top. And now let's take the bottom one. There is the bottom, just like this. Now here is another tip. When you do it, you can actually stretch out the card. You can actually stretch out the one layer card. When you are splitting cards and when you're gluing them together, I have no idea what cards are made of. I know paper, but what kind of stuff the paper is made of. But once you have the one layer card, which was the 3 of clubs, you can actually stretch it out like a half millimeter sometimes. And when you do stretch it out, then this will happen. As you can see, it's going to be very difficult to line the corners up and the sides because it was stretched out. So now what you want to do is this. You want to use an object that is round, just like this, and then you want to make sure that you get all the glue out of the card by doing this. Now the best way of doing this is by using a Sharpie. This is way too harsh for the card, so I would not recommend using something like this. I would recommend using a Sharpie, and if you don't have one, try to get one. There are stuff that you can use, but Sharpie, it seems to work the best way. And make sure that you line up the sides as good as you can and the corners as well. Do not stretch the top layer. Try to do this as best as you can without stretching the card, and try to line this up as best as you can. Now once you're done with the card, you will actually feel that this card feels not stiff. It feels like it's going to fall apart any minute. So once you're done with this, what you're going to do is that you're going to place it inside the book and then clap the book together, and then you're going to place dumbbells on top of the book, or just place something heavy on the book. Like if you place anything, place your table on top of the book, your computer, your TV, I don't know. And once you have the card on top with the dumbbells or something heavy on top of the book, then you are supposed to wait about 24 hours. So once you're done with the card and once you open the book after the 24 hours to find out how it feels, then you will find out that it feels very nice and it feels a little bit stiff. If the card feels more stiff than a bicycle card, it is because you placed way too much glue in the card. But still, that is everything I had to talk about. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching. That was the part 2 of these splitting videos, if I can say that. And also I have a lot of different playlists on my channel with easy, medium, difficult and awesome tricks and stuff like that. So if you want to check out some of the other playlists, then you can check them out in the description. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, and make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and see ya next time.